Hey everyone, and welcome back to How to Spend It. Passive income, a source of earning where you reap a long-time earning from an upfront investment of time or money. Many refer to this type of income as making money while sleeping. And this saying is actually true to some extent. Passive income can be a great way to help you generate extra cash flows, especially in this ongoing pandemic situation, which has shown us the value of having multiple streams of income. The biggest misconception of passive income is the misunderstanding that getting money into your bank account while you are chilling at the beach and sipping a mojito. Let me break that daydream of yours. Passive income streams require an upfront investment, whether it's time, money, or a combination of both, and a lot of nurturing in the beginning. This concept of earning has become popular, and a lot of people are seeking ways to generate passive income. So in this video, we will be discussing the top 5 investments for passive income. Before we get on to that, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps us out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, and it lets us know that we're helping to enrich lives out there. And without any further ado, let's get on to the video. Number 1. Peer-to-peer lending. Banks don't lend money out of the kindness of their hearts. They do it because it's profitable. Well, you cannot be a bank, but can be a nice alternative to the bank and can get in on some of that action through peer-to-peer lending. P2P lending is the practice of loaning money to borrowers who typically don't qualify for traditional loans. To put it simply, you will be lending money to borrowers and earn interest from it. As the lender, you can choose the borrowers and can spread your investment amount out to various borrowers to mitigate your risk. This concept of investment is quite new, as it started in San Francisco with Lending Club and Prosper in the mid-2000s. But it has seen some rapid growth since then. But why? That's the question, right? In order to get a loan from a bank, you have to get approved by the bank so that you can start the procedure of getting the loaned money from the bank. But in many cases, loan applications get rejected by the bank. That is where P2P lending steps in. The denied borrowers get loans at higher rates compared to those of a larger financial institutions in this system due to their risky profile. It is best to invest in P2P lending through an established mediator. This way, you invest money but reduce the risk associated with P2P lending by a huge margin. Prosper and Lending Club are some great third-party intermediaries in P2P lending. Returns typically range from 7% to 12% per year, and there's very little the investor must do after initially funding the loan. So it is a great investment for passive income. Diversifying your lending portfolio by investing small amounts over multiple loans while also choosing the borrowers with a good payback history ensures the maximum security to your passive income's investment. Number 2. Dividend stocks. First of all, stocks that offer dividends are a great addition to any portfolio. The oldest and one of the best ways to generate passive income is to invest in dividend stocks. By building a portfolio of high dividend stocks, you can create regular passive income at an annual rate that is much higher than what you would get on bank investments. So when a company goes public, the investors buy their shares from the stock market. When public companies generate profits, they share part of the profits with the investors who own shares or stocks of their company. This is called dividend, and it is totally up to the investors to either pocket the cash or reinvest the money in additional shares. Companies usually pay dividends quarterly, though some pay monthly or semi-annually. It is decided by the board of directors. What you have to understand is not all companies decide to share their profits. Some decide to reinvest the profits into the development and growth of the company, so you have to search for dividend stocks specifically. You will have to do your own research to find such stocks and invest a significant amount of money to receive large dividend checks. If you consistently invest money into dividend stocks, it will ensure a consistent cash flow as passive income over time. According to finance experts, dividend investors could look ahead to have potential annual returns of 15%, 20%, or even 25%, if only they pick the right dividend-paying stocks that are also growing in value. So choosing the right dividend stocks is an important and tricky step. You don't simply jump into the market without thoroughly investigating the company issuing the stock. If you seek the expert's advice, 2 or 3 weeks should be taken to research the company into which you are eager to invest. It is the best passive income option as it only requires the investment of time and money at the very beginning and can provide income for decades. Want to know how much you would have to invest in order to live off dividends alone? Check out our video on the top right corner. Number 3. Real estate. Real estate is a well-known option for passive income investments. Though there have been some fluctuations in the sector due to the COVID situation, it remains a preferred choice for investors looking to generate long-term returns. Now, there is a wide variety of real estate investing options, which mostly depends on your budget, the level of risk you're willing to take, and how willing you are to get involved with the maintenance and upkeep. The return of your investment could be more in some systems than the others, which mainly depends on your level of investment, whether it is money or effort. When you're looking to invest in real estate, the most straightforward way is to purchase a rental property for a long-term passive income. Rental properties can provide real estate owners with a regular income source. There are a few factors which will determine whether your investments will be profitable over time. Your rental property is occupied most of the time, the tenants pay up regularly, the rent covers your mortgage payments plus any maintenance. The investor can easily acquire a property for 20% down payment, then have reliable tenants keeping the money flowing. But if you're looking for a less engaging way that doesn't require that much involvement of yours on the management level, then there is another option for you to get into the real estate world. These are called real estate investment trusts, also known as REITs. REITs have a special legal structure, so they pay little to no corporate income tax if they pass along most of their income to shareholders. Actually, REITs pay out 90% of the taxable income as dividends to investors. Just like dividend stocks, you'll have to be able to pick a good REITs, and that means you'll need to analyze each of the businesses that you might buy. Real estate crowdfunding presents a middle ground solution. Here you can choose to have equity or debt investments in both commercial and residential properties. With this tool, you will get to take advantage of a REIT with more flexibility and potentially high returns with direct ownership without the added responsibilities of property management. Most performance reports indicate that you will get returns of 12.25% per year on your initial investment. As we're entering into the last two types of investments for passive income, make sure to like the video and consider subscribing to our channel. Number 4. Exchange-traded funds. Exchange-traded funds, in short ETFs, are funds which aim to track a particular market index, industry, or sector. An ETF is an investment fund that trades on an exchange like a stock. You can think of ETFs similar to mutual funds. But the main difference between the ETFs and the mutual funds is that ETF shares can be bought and sold throughout the trading day, whereas the mutual funds trade only at market close. ETFs provide a way to buy and sell a basket of assets without having to buy all of the components individually. For those looking for passive income investments in 1970, it would have required extensive research and analysis to buy tens or hundreds of stocks in order to create a diversified portfolio. The introduction of index funds made that process easier. The main breakthrough came in 1990 with ETFs. They tracked major indices, allowing investors to trade index funds as though they were stocks. ETFs offer two advantages. Firstly, they provide the diversification benefits of mutual funds. Second, investors can trade them like stocks. Moreover, the expense ratio of ETFs can be up to 1.5 or 2.25% lower than actively managed funds. They often stand below 1% per year, which means you will have to pay 1% of your investment per year in management fees. FYI, Warren Buffett, the Titan investor, is very fond of ETFs and often advises people to invest in them. Even he advised his own family to put his wealth in index funds after he's gone, and he's confident that index funds will actively and consistently beat managed funds in the long run. Many financial experts suggest that ETFs are easy to understand, highly liquid, inexpensive, and have far better annual returns, perfect for a passive investment. As an investor in ETFs, you always benefit from the dividend payments of the companies you invest in. Depending on whether you prefer distributing or accumulating ETFs, the returns are paid out or reinvested. Therefore, ETFs are a good fit for a passive income portfolio over a long investment horizon. We have a video focusing on some of the best ETFs out there, so check out the video on the top right corner. Number 5. Royalties. Do you have a specific quality or talent in your life that lets you create some exceptional and unique content? Then you can use those unique creations of yours as a source of passive income. This is the base idea of earning from royalty. Royalty income is the income you receive from someone for simply allowing them to use your property. Well, some of the most prominent examples of royalty incomes are the use of patents, copyrighted works, books, or franchises. Many online business owners don't have the time or the desire to take their own photos for their websites. They will simply turn to generic stock photos or professional photos and pay a fee. Several websites provide this service with a wide range of free stock, Shutterstock being one of them. Usually they're purchased in packages or for a monthly subscription to a stock photo website. So one can take professional photos, submit those on stock photo websites, and when someone chooses your photo to use, you receive a royalty. This can last a long time as your photos are not going anywhere. That's a great way to earn income passively, right? This same thing goes for stock music, or more specifically, beats. If you're good at music, you can create some unique music or beats and sell them on some niche websites. Passive income investments can greatly simplify an investor's life. Passive income can be a great way to provide additional streams of income besides your main income source, helping to upgrade your life or even save even more over the long term. There is no one-size-fits-all advice when it comes to generating income streams. The number of different income streams you have or are working on, whether they're passive or active, simply depends on your financial goals. Well guys, that's it for this video. Click the links above to check out some of our other videos. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like this. We have many great videos coming up, so see you guys in the next one.